Yo, what's up everybody? Walter's here. Do you know how much I love finding hidden gems, those places off the beaten path? Places that are packed with culture, beauty, and adventure? I just returned from a trip that blew my mind and I'm so stoked to share it with you. We're talking about the Madeira Islands, people. This place is like Europe's best-kept secret, tucked away in the Atlantic Ocean. Think dramatic volcanic landscapes, lush green forests, and crystal-clear waters. We're talking about a place where you can hike to the clouds one minute and sip pancha on a black sand beach the next. This isn't just another travel vlog, it's a deep dive into a culture as rich and vibrant as the island itself. So buckle up because we're about to drop into a world of natural wonders, delicious food, and experiences that will stay with you long after you've watched this video. Let's do this. First up, we're hitting Funchal, the capital of Madeira, a place that truly captures the essence of the island. This place is the island's beating heart, a vibrant city where history and modernity collide most fascinatingly. Think cobblestone streets lined with colorful buildings, bustling markets overflowing with exotic fruits, and a harbor that's always buzzing with activity, day and night. Funchal is a city best explored on foot, where every step reveals a new story. Get lost in the narrow alleyways of the old town, soak up the atmosphere in the charming squares, and discover hidden gems around every corner, each with its unique charm. This city is a photographer's dream, with picture-perfect spots everywhere. One thing you don't want to miss is the Funchal cable car, an experience that offers more than just a ride. This takes you on a breathtaking ride up to Monte, a picturesque village perched high above the city, offering a serene escape. The views from the top are seriously next level. You can see the entire city sprawling out beneath you, all the way to the ocean, leaving you in awe. We're talking about panoramic views of the Atlantic, the city, and the surrounding mountains, a true feast for the eyes. It's like something out of a movie, and you can even grab a traditional toboggan ride back down to Funchal, adding a touch of adventure to your visit. Yeah, you heard me right, a toboggan ride. It's an experience you won't forget. Now, who is Funchal perfect for? I'm telling you, this city has something for everyone. History buffs will geek out over the centuries-old forts and cathedrals, foodies will be in paradise with all the fresh seafood and local delicacies, and if you're looking for a bit of nightlife, Funchal has you covered. We're talking cool bars, live music, and contagious energy. Seriously, this city knows how to party. But even if you're looking to chill and soak up the atmosphere, Funchal is the perfect place. Find a sunny spot in a plaza, grab a coffee or a glass of wine, and watch the world go by. There's a certain charm to Funchal that's hard to describe. It's a city that simultaneously feels historic and modern, laid back and vibrant. You have to experience it for yourself. Okay, let's talk about some must-try experiences in Funchal. First, check out the Mercado dos Lavradores, the local farmers market. This place is experiencing sensory overload in the best possible way. We're talking mountains of fresh fruits and vegetables you've probably never even seen before, the smell of spices filling the air, and the sounds of vendors hawking their wares. It's a chaotic, colorful, and authentic Madeiran experience. Next, make sure to visit the Monte Palace Tropical Garden. This place is like stepping into a jungle paradise with exotic plants, waterfalls, and even a museum dedicated to African art. Seriously, it's like something out of Indiana Jones. And for all you adrenaline junkies out there, you gotta try canyoning in the mountains surrounding Funchal. Rappel down waterfalls, swim through crystal clear pools, and push your limits in one of the most beautiful settings imaginable. Before you book your ticket to Funchal, here are a few things you should know. First, the best time to visit is spring or fall when the weather is mild and sunny. Second, while you can get around Funchal on foot, renting a car will allow you to explore the rest of the island, and trust me, you'll want to see what's beyond the city limits. Third, brush up on your Portuguese. While most people in Funchal speak English, especially in the tourist areas, knowing a few basic phrases will go a long way with the locals. And finally, be prepared to be charmed. Funchal is a city that gets under your skin. It's a place that feels both familiar and exotic. And it's a place that will stay with you long after you've said goodbye. Let's get out of the city and explore some of Madeira's natural wonders. The next stop is Porto Moniz, a small town on the northwest coast known for its stunning volcanic swimming pools. Imagine this. You're surrounded by rugged black lava rocks formed by volcanic eruptions centuries ago, and the ocean waves are crashing over them, creating natural pools of crystal clear seawater. These pools are like nature's infinity pools and are the perfect place to cool off on a hot day. Plus, the views from the pools are breathtaking. You've got the vast Atlantic Ocean stretching out before you, and the dramatic cliffs of the coastline rising in the distance. It's one of those places where you can feel the power of nature, and it's an experience you won't find anywhere else in the world. Trust me, this is Instagram gold. While the volcanic pools are the main attraction in Porto, you should also explore the surrounding area. Just a short drive away, you'll find the Fennel Forest, one of the most magical places on the island. This ancient laurel forest is like stepping back in time, with its gnarled trees covered in moss, a misty atmosphere, and an eerie silence that's both calming and a little spooky. Seriously, it feels like you've walked straight into a fairy tale. There are some fantastic hiking trails for adventure seekers, including the Lavada do Moinho. This trail takes you through lush forests and past cascading waterfalls and offers stunning coastline views. And if you're a seafood lover, grab a bite to eat at one of the local restaurants in Porto. The seafood here is freshly caught and cooked to perfection, and the views from the restaurants are pretty unbeatable. Here are a few tips for making the most of your visit to Porto. First, try to visit the volcanic pools early in the morning or later in the afternoon to avoid the crowds. Second, if you plan to go hiking, wear comfortable shoes and bring plenty of water. The trails can be challenging, but the views are worth it. Third, don't be afraid to get off the beaten path. Some of the best views and hidden gems in Porto are found by simply exploring and seeing where the road takes you. And finally, take your time and savor the experience. Porto is a place that's best enjoyed at a leisurely pace, so relax, soak up the scenery, and create some memories that will last a lifetime. Santana is not just a legendary guitar brand, it's a real place, on a natural island, in the real world. Nestled in the heart of the Madeira Islands, Santana is a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. And dude, let me tell you, it is as charming as a place can get. The streets are lined with quaint houses and the atmosphere is magical. Imagine strolling through a postcard. That's Santana. Every corner you turn, a new picture-perfect moment awaits you. Now, you're going to notice some funky little houses here. These houses are not just unique, they are iconic. They are triangular, like something out of a Tim Burton fever dream. Seriously, it's like stepping into a whimsical fairy tale. These aren't just for show, they're traditional Madeiran homes and they're freaking adorable. Each one tells a story of the island's rich cultural heritage. I want to shrink myself down. Honey, I shrink the kids' style and move right in. Can you imagine living in one of these? But Santana isn't just about cute houses, it's a whole vibe. The landscape is breathtaking, and the air is so fresh you'll feel rejuvenated. Think rolling green hills, forests that seem to go on forever, and a pace of life that'll make you wonder why you are ever stressed about anything. So, who's Santana for? It's for anyone looking to escape the hustle and bustle. Anyone who needs to unplug, unwind, and soak up some seriously chill vibes. It's the perfect destination for relaxation and peace. If you love nature, unique architecture, and maybe a glass of wine while watching the sunset, then Santana is calling your name. Book your ticket to Santana, like yesterday. Trust me, you won't regret it. Look, I know I was geeking out about those triangular houses, and trust me, you will too when you see them in person. But Santana is so much more than just a quirky architectural exhibit. We're talking about nature and people. Natural, raw, breathtaking nature. We're talking hikes through forests so green they'll make your eyes water. Waterfalls cascaded down mossy rocks sounding like nature's own symphony. And air so fresh, so clean, it'll feel like you're breathing correctly for the first time. And if you're lucky, you might spot some of the local wildlife. Don't worry, no tigers or lions here. We're talking about cute little birds with feathers brighter than a rainbow. And lizards are chilling in the sun like they don't have a care in the world. So yeah, Santana is about those houses, but it's about something more prominent too. It's about connecting with nature, feeling that primal pull of the earth, and realizing that maybe, just maybe, life is more straightforward than we make it. You know that feeling you get when caught in the daily grind? The emails, the traffic, the deadlines, the constant noise? Yeah, Santana is the antidote to all that. It's like hitting the reset button on your soul. Imagine waking up to birds chirping instead of your alarm clock. Imagine starting your day with a hike through a forest, breathing in the fresh air, and feeling the sun on your skin. Imagine evenings spent watching the sunset over the ocean, a glass of local wine in hand, completely at peace. That's what Santana offers. It's a chance to slow down and reconnect with yourself and nature. It's a reminder that sometimes the best thing you can do for yourself is absolutely nothing. So, if you're feeling burnt out, stressed, or over it, do yourself a favor and book a trip to Santana. I could sit here all day and wax poetic about Santana, but don't just take my word for it. See it for yourself. Experience the magic of those triangular houses. Get lost in the lush green forests. Feel the peace that seems to radiate from every corner of this place. Taste the local cuisine, fresh and flavorful, bursting with the taste of the island. Listen to the locals tell stories of their home, their voices filled with pride and passion. Let Santana work its magic on you. Because Santana isn't just a place you visit, it's an experience you feel. It's a memory you carry with you long after you've left. It's a reminder that sometimes the most beautiful things in life are the simplest. So what are you waiting for? Book that ticket, pack your bags, and get ready to discover the magic of Santana. Trust me, you won't regret it. Alright guys, we're heading to the easternmost tip of Madeira, Ponta de São Lourenço. This is where the island reveals its wild side. Forget lush forests and colorful houses, this place is different. It's a stark contrast to the rest of Madeira. We're talking raw, volcanic rock formations jutting out into the Atlantic. It's nature in its most primal form, it's like stepping onto another planet. The landscape here is almost Martian, otherworldly in its beauty. This is where you come to escape, to feel the wind in your hair, and the salt spray on your face. It's a sensory overload in the best way possible. Hike the trails, breathe in that fresh ocean air, and let the wild beauty of this place wash over you. Every step you take brings you closer to nature. Trust me, you won't find an experience like it anywhere else on the island. It's unique, raw, and unforgettable. Now I'm not going to lie, the hike can be challenging, especially in the heat. The sun can be relentless. Bring plenty of water, wear proper shoes, and don't be afraid to take breaks. Staying hydrated and safe is essential. You'll want to savor every view. Each vista is more breathtaking than the last. And believe me, the views, they're worth every drop of sweat. The effort you put in is rewarded tenfold. This is the edge of the world, people. It feels like you're standing on the brink of something immense. The very last bit of land before you hit the open ocean. It's a dramatic, awe-inspiring sight. You're standing on the edge of a volcano, looking out at the vastness of the Atlantic. It's a moment that makes you feel small in the grand scheme of things. It's humbling, it's exhilarating, it's freaking awesome. This is the wild east of Madeira, an adventure you'll never forget. Here's a little secret most tourists miss. Just off the coast of Ponta de São Lourenço, you'll find these tiny islands. We're talking little more than rocks sticking out of the water, but don't let that fool you. These islands are a haven for birds, like thousands of them. We're talking rare seabirds nesting on these cliffs. You can take boat trips and get up close and personal with nature. Just remember your zoom lens, people. And hey, if you're lucky, you might even spot some dolphins or whales swimming by. The waters around Madeira are teeming with marine life. It's like a whole other world just below the surface. So, yeah, Ponta de São Lourenço isn't just about the land and the sea. It's about experiencing nature's raw power and beauty in all its forms. Trust me, it's a trip you won't soon forget. Okay, real talk. The weather at Ponta de São Lourenço can be unpredictable. One minute, it's sunny and calm. The next, you've got gale-force winds trying to rip your face off. That's why checking the forecast is crucial, my friends. Especially if you're planning on doing the hike. You don't want to get caught in a downpour or, even worse, stuck out there with the wind whipping around you. But you know what? Even with the unpredictable weather, Ponta de São Lourenço is worth it. There's something magical about experiencing this place in all its moods. The sun, the wind, the rain, it all adds to the drama. Just remember to be prepared and respect the power of nature, and you'll have an incredible time. Now, I know what you're thinking. Casey, this Ponta de São Lourenço place sounds amazing, but I'm not really the hiking type. Don't worry, I got you covered. Even if you're not into trekking across volcanic landscapes, there are still plenty of ways to experience the beauty of Ponta de São Lourenço. You can drive up to some of the viewpoints for those epic panoramic shots, or you can hop on a boat tour. They'll take you along the coast, giving you a unique perspective of the cliffs and rock formations from the water. Plus, you know, dolphin sightings. The point is that Ponta de São Lourenço has something for everyone. Whether you're a hardcore hiker, a nature lover, or just looking for killer Instagram shots, this place will blow your mind. Alright guys, buckle up because we're heading to Cabo Geral, home to one of the highest sea cliffs in the world. And when I say high, I mean seriously high. We're talking 580 meters, people. That's like 2 Empire State Buildings stacked on each other. If you're afraid of heights, this might not be your place. But if you're up for a little adrenaline rush, prepare for an experience you won't forget. Imagine standing on a glass platform, looking at the ocean crashing against the rocks hundreds of meters below. Yeah, that's the Cabo Geral Skywalk. It's not for the faint of heart, but the view is breathtaking. It's like the whole world drops away beneath you. It's a feeling you can't describe. You gotta experience it. Now, Cabo Jarao isn't just about the views. This place has history, man. Back in the day, farmers used to grow grapes on these crazy steep slopes. Can you imagine? They'd lower themselves down on ropes, tend to their vines, then haul themselves back up. Talk about dedication, right? They've got cable cars to make things a little easier these days. And hey, speaking of grapes, you know what that means, right? Wine. The vineyards around Cabo Jarao produce some seriously delicious wines. So, after you've conquered your fear of heights, be sure to grab a bottle and savor the flavors of Madeira. It's the perfect way to end a day of exploring this incredible island. You know, for a place that's known for its sheer drop, Cabo Jarao is surprisingly peaceful. Maybe it's the fresh air, the waves crashing below, or the panoramic views stretching on forever. Whatever it is, there's a certain serenity you find up there. It's the perfect place to relax, clear your head, and soak up the island's beauty. Take a deep breath, let the wind blow through your hair, and be present in the moment. Trust me, it's good for the soul. I know what you're thinking, Casey. Cabo Jarao sounds fantastic, but what else is there to do besides stare at the ocean from a scary height? Well, my friends, you're in luck. The area around Cabo Jarao is pretty rad. You've got charming villages, hidden beaches, and plenty of opportunities for adventure. You can explore the picturesque streets of Camara de Lobos, a traditional fishing village with colorful boats and a laid-back vibe. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, you can go canyoning in the nearby valleys. The point is that Cabo Jarao is more than just a cliff. It's a gateway to all sorts of hidden gems and unforgettable experiences. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags and discover the hidden gem of Europe, the Madeira Islands. Plan your visit today and immerse yourself in its beauty. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more travel tips and adventures.